This week on 90 Day Fiancé, Sims 4 edition.
Anya, what's wrong? You have to calm down. I can't tell what's wrong. What? You lost the baby? Anya, I'm so sorry. Let me video chat you. I need you to try to take some deep breaths though, okay? And I promise you're gonna get through this. Anya, where's Claudine? Because you need to have her come over.
She's at work. I just lost the baby. I can't. I just got out of the hospital and Claudine is at work. I can't reach her.
Where is Valerie? You need to call Valerie. She can come over and I will come and get you.
But I don't know what to do, Lawson. I'm just...
Calm down, Anya. I swear it's gonna be okay. Okay, just get Valerie there. I will catch the first flight out. I'll pick you up and I'll take you away so that you have time to heal. You're strong and I promise you're gonna make it through this.
Lawson, I need help. Please come soon.
I'll be there as fast as I can get there.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Justamomthatsims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another 90 Day Fiancé Sims 4 edition. This is a Sims 4 love story. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. We are starting the episode off in tragedy. Lawson has got to get the dogs ready. A dog sitter is on the way, and he's just spending a little time with the dogs until the dog sitter gets here. So he has trained Noodle to heal, and he is working on teaching Roxy to play dead. He really wants to just jet out, but he's kind of nervous that if he leaves before the sitter gets here, what if they don't show and it's freezing outside, so it's not the exact environment where the dogs could thrive if he's not there. And he's thinking maybe I should just take them with me and I could probably get there faster. He still wants to get into a relationship, and that is important because Lawson has been focusing on that ever since he told Anya that he only wanted to be friends. I mean, he's not gonna lie and say that he doesn't remember that last kiss, because he does. That's his New Year's resolution, to get a significant other. He's been focused on that. He's been back on Cupid's corner, back dating, and doing all the things that you need to do to get a partner. He's ready for love. He just was heartbroken after Anya said what she said, that she was pregnant, and now that she's had this misfortune, he feels horrible. It's like, man, she is in so much pain and he feels bad for her. It's a trust thing with Anya. They weren't exclusive, but it's like he doesn't trust her judgment now. It's like, I just need to keep moving forward. And he's told himself that, but he did promise her that he would be there as a friend. He meant it. He means the words that he says, and he is a man of honor. He's going to stand on what he says. He needs to get his suitcase. He's calling. The sitter's like, the blizzard's too bad. I can't make it. So he's going to hang up real quick and call his best friend who lives next door, Anthony. He hasn't seen him today, but it's a blizzard. Him and Joan are probably cuddled up, getting their woohoo on, doing what grown people do when the weather gets frightful. The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Yeah, that kind of thing. He can't get him. He's thinking, I will just take the dogs. So he's going to do that. He's going to pack his babies up, get their stuff, and we'll be right back. We are back. You can see that Anya looks a little sad. Lawson's gonna give her a hug. We are in Ondarion, guys. We are at a vacation rental. Lawson is like, I hope that this can bring you healing and we can stay here as long as you need to. I'm really, really sorry that this happened to you. And Anya's like, are you? Because I was pregnant by someone else and I was seeing you. And Lawson's like, well, I'm not gonna be giddy. I'm not gonna dance, but I promise to be your friend and I promise to be there for you. And she's like, thank you. Like, she's gonna get all the way off of her high horse. What grounds does she have to stand on? He also brought her here because even though it's cold, it's blizzards in Windenburg where he's from, and also there were blizzards in Copperdale. So he's saying, what we could do is go to the market. As he comes in, he realizes like, oh, there's a crib in here, and he does want to warn her of that. And he also realizes that there's only one bed, so they're definitely going to have to share this bed. He needs to go to the restroom, and he's like, yeah, we could go to to the market and get some clothes and things, yeah, they're gonna do that. He did find a pamphlet in a Sim B&B, and it did say that the food vendors all close at 7 and it's just after 7. There are still clothes vendors open, but they are pretty hungry, so he is going to actually cook. In the meantime, Anya already feels comforted. She's thinking about the flight, but she does feel comforted just by the presence of the dogs. They're just big old loving beasts, Noodle and Roxy, and problem makers. She doesn't even know why she's walking around in heels. She also doesn't feel horrible. She does feel like she wants love. She wants Lawson. She's looking at this as horrible, but once she can get her mind right and get a little therapy, she is really hoping that she could just maybe try to win his love. And it may not be possible. It may not be something that she'll be able to do. She's ready to face that as well. He's tired, but he told Anya, like, hey, I'm going to go up because it's a ladder. And he's like, you be careful. Call me before you come up. You could take the ladder as a shortcut, but he's like, you probably need to take the stairs. I want you to be careful. He is going to lay down for a little sleep. Anya is going to go eat because he told her that he cooked a local fare. She's like, oh, okay, goosey soup. And she's like, well, this sounds amazing. And she didn't even know that he could cook this, but then she's thinking about when she was on the search for her father's parents. One thing she remembered him saying is that he's originally from Ondarion. That makes sense that he can cook all of these local dishes. She's like, let me just clean up at least. She's got to go to the bathroom, just making sure that she's okay. And then it's been a long day, so after that, she's going to take a soothing shower. At this point, she doesn't feel great. She's in the nitty gritty of it. She sees a little path down here, and she's like, man, I should go and see what's down here. Also, Claudine called her to see if she was okay and if she needed her, because, you know, Claudine will come to Ondarion, because she didn't know, she didn't see until she got out of court. Her phone was off. She had no idea. She's like, oh, man, is this like a docks? Oh, you can fish here? Immediately, she's like, this is kind of nice back here. I haven't fished since Steve was alive, which was her, I guess, her step-grandfather. It's kind of peaceful, and she's feeling herself smile for the first time since yesterday. So she's like, this is not horrible. She is tired, though. She remembers what Lawson said about pushing herself. He is coming to look for her, too, because he's like, where is Anya? He sees her. He's like, Anya, go to bed. And so she is. He's going to just crawl in and cuddle up next to Anya, and we'll be right back. We are back, and we are with Lawson. He's been awakened by Roxy. Roxy is afraid. We don't know exactly of what, but Roxy, she feels off. And I think that she may just be picking up on some of Anya's anxiety, and that's very much possible. Lawson doesn't mind because it is about time to get up anyway. We're gonna come over and just do a little training. Anya is still asleep upstairs. Her body needed the rest, but Lawson is planning to take her over to the marketplace in Dambale. He wants to get her some traditional clothing. He definitely has some. It is cool, but not cold here in Ondarion today. He wants to go ahead and cook a traditional breakfast for Anya. It looks like she's actually up, so she's gonna come to the restroom. He can hear her in there. She used the other exit. She's really starting to fall in love with this place. He's telling her, I thought we go to the market. And she's like, yeah, I think that would be awesome, actually. She's finishing up her food so that they can get out to this market that Lawson is talking about. She wants to express her gratitude for him bringing her here. It's so hard because she's like, man, how do you thank someone for swooping in and really just, she don't want to be dramatic and say saving her, but really saving her. We'll be right back at the market. Lawson does have some standing, so he wants to make sure he's seen in the traditional clothes when he goes out. Anya's like, oh my gosh, what's back here? And he's like, you know, they're vendors, they sell clothes, they sell all kinds of things. Oh my gosh, y'all, what did Noodle get into? Y'all, Noodle is whole black and Noodle is tan. Lawson sees some vases he would like, but nobody's really here. Anya is over here looking up some things on her laptop. Anya, girl, she's off work these days as well, I should say that. Lawson wants to check out his dynasty. He only has some distant cousins, so he knows he's got to revive it himself. The Venture dynasty is built on hope and in love. His parents have passed, guys. So this is one of the biggest issues that he's facing and why he has to be the one that comes back and gets this dynasty going again. And he's even going to change their crest to the Phoenix. He's got to build his dynasty from scratch. Cross-stitch and handiness are a must-have. Caring isn't ideal. Lawson is going to come over and find Anya. He has gotten his dynasty back squared away. Though he doesn't have any other members, his cousins are so distant that they're not going to register. So he's literally the last of the line of his dynasty. The good thing is he's not royal. There's nothing on the line like that. But what is on the line is losing his family's culture. We talked about how he lost his parents. He has determined, like, I'm going to keep dating. I'm going to find someone to be with just as soon as I make sure that Anya's okay. He can actually tell she is doing whatever she needs to do to cope. He needs to distract Anya, but he's like, come on here, girl. Get off of that laptop. We got something we could be doing. She left that laptop out. He's telling her, get your laptop, babe. And he accidentally called her babe. Even though they said to just be friends, it's so interesting. The romance bar is going up and nothing romantic is happening. So he's like, all right, Anya, come on, let's dance. He's doing whatever he needs to do to take her mind off of things. And he's like, don't worry about this. I'm a good dancer. She's like, I've never waltzed before. Never. He's like, just let me lead. He's like, just follow me. And she's not a bad dancer. He's top notch, but that's the thing. She is not bad by any means. And she's doing great letting him lead and following. He's like, did you find some clothes? Because remember, I'm going to buy you something to wear. I want to buy you a few pieces. She's kind of lost in his eyes. Like, she hears him talking, but she can't focus on the words because how can she? So he's saying to her, Anya, why don't you just go ahead and change into your outfits and we can do some more dancing. I really appreciate how strong you are. And she's like, oh my gosh. In addition to feeling bad about losing the baby, she's now like, I lost my opportunity at true love. She knows in this moment that she loves him, but she's gonna go change and then they'll meet back up to do some more dancing. Anya has gone to change and he's like, okay, we can dance again. He's trying to think who he knows in town that he could reach out to his very distant cousins. He wants to get them in the dynasty so that he can have some more people. He's thinking at some point in time, he may want to move back to Ondarion, but even if he doesn't, he wants to keep the work up that he started. He's like, Anya, you really are looking amazing. And look at her. She does look amazing. She's gotten her hair braided. They're going to go ahead. And she's like, I don't want to practice in front of all these people. What are we going to do? Go to a ball? And he's like, one day, if you want to go to a ball, I will take you to a ball, Anya. Again, she is in love with him, but she has unfinished business with Bronson. So Anya saw a fisherman's hut that she wanted to eat at. Bronson is going to eat at this other food stall, and they expect a little haggling, so he's going to do it just because. He's going to get some contomayor soup. He hasn't had that in a while, and he never feels like cooking it. So he's going to sit and eat, and he's just thinking, man, I started this dynasty. I'll have to get me a wife, and I want some children. He knows he wants children. If he doesn't find a wife, he's resigned himself that he's going to adopt kids because he still wants a family. He's 37 right now, so he said that if he hasn't found anyone by the time he's 39, so he's got a little less than 2 years actually, at least somebody to begin his journey with, then he will for sure adopt. So we'll be right back at our vacation rental. We are back at the rental and Anya's out here playing with the dogs. Anya's so happy to see Lawson that she pulls him in for a hug, and he's thinking, oh man, that is not a friendly hug. He's not gonna say it, but he is thinking, she's like, I just want to give you a hug. He's gonna tell her that they are friends, but he's gotta go to the restroom. He needs to put that space there. Y'all, this dog is filthy. They only got one more day left here though. Anya seems to be doing so much better. She's looking better. Of course, she's still sad, but she's starting to realize that at some point that sadness will lift. She's like, I appreciate this. I appreciate you bringing me here. He's like, remember, we're just friends. And of course, that brings her down some, and she's telling him how her world was shook, how she just made bad decisions. Even if she can't be with him, there are things that she needs to say. I just want to apologize. I was playing too many games, I think. And he's like, Anya, you were just dating. We did have these boundaries, though, that shouldn't have been crossed. I think you're an amazing woman. You're beautiful. You're smart. You're accomplished. And any man would be blessed to have you, truly. And she's like, that is so nice. Been painting more and just trying to get back to myself. She's planning pictures that she's going to paint, and he's happy to hear that. It's a little cooler now. He's telling her, Anya, Anya, I just think you're beautiful. He's like, are you not cold? Because he's just concerned about her. That's just how he is, you know? So she's like, you know, my cousin's wife, she was really nice to me. My bestie has been there, but it's just different. I don't know why I called you. I really don't. Lawson is like, I'm glad you called me, Anya. I'll be your friend, but I can't be anything else to you. I can't. And that breaks her heart. And she's telling him, I get it. You just look great. And the way you held me when we waltzed, I lost myself. Lawson is like, I did get us some wine and stuff. I'll pour that. I want you to know that I did put some thought into this. Maybe we could use a little drink or something. So he's pouring her a glass. Anya could take that one. He'll take this one. It's like, I could just make a quick toast to her health and well-being. He's like, I just want you to know that everything's going to be okay, Anya. Everything will be all right. And so they're just drinking. He's going to pour out the rest. Why not, you know? And Anya's like, man, this is some good wine. He spent good money on this wine for sure. So, honey, she's on her second cup, her third cup. He's just now finishing. She's going to run to the restroom, but she's definitely starting to feel the effects of the wine. And she knows what he said, but Lawson is like, Anya, I did get you something. I didn't think you were feeling well. I just wanted you to know I was thinking about you. And Lawson's like, Anya, I'm going to go to bed because he's starting to feel like the heat is turning up. And she's like, well, it's a little cool, so I'm going to maybe change and go for a walk. He's like, all right, well, good night. And he starts to turn away. She's like, Lawson, don't go upstairs just yet. He knows this is wrong. He goes in for the kiss, and she's like, oh, that was amazing. She's like, Lawson, I want to be with you. Do you want to be with me? He's hurt. He's like, no, I'm going to bed, Anya. He has made his decision. Like, he's like, we're going to be friends. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys, because that's going to be it for our episode. Do you think that she'll be able to reconcile with Lawson? Do you think that she'll be able to prove to him that she made a mistake and that she would not make that same mistake again? Do you think that she truly has unfinished business with Bronson? Do you think her heart is ready after such terrible loss? Let me know. And guys, most of all, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.